really said they're willing to do, if the Jays will give up some top-notch prospects like the Hoffmans, like the Norrises, maybe we argued about it before, maybe even a Devin Travis, then they're talking. Same thing with the Reds. They're willing to do whatever they got to do to shed some dough because they got to.
But Hamels, yes, he's not coming here, so you don't have to give up those guys.
Papelbon would be coming here. Would you give up a Hoffman for a Papelbon? I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that for Papelbon in a heartbeat.
No, because he's a guy who's at the back nine of his career, and I think to me the most interesting name is
this season.
Right, but he's still a guy who's in the back.
He's on the worst team in the league, one of the worst teams in the league, and he's got an ERA of like 1.15. He's got like 25, 26 saves already.
The Jays have 6. Yeah, as long as you don't have to give up a guy, a blockbuster prospect. But to me, the guy that's the most interesting is Aroldis Chapman, because Alex Anthopoulos has always said he's the guy I have the biggest regret that I didn't bring in, because he could have signed him straight out of Cuba. He didn't do it, and maybe he has that inkling, like, this is the one that got away, I'm going to make it right, and I'm finally going to bring this guy to pitch out of my bullpen, and that could be the most interesting guy, throwing 104, 105 miles an hour to close the game. Yeah. And then Cecil settles down to what he should be, that lefty specialist, to set up the 8th inning.
Here's Kim Pilar on how the Jays just get it done from top to bottom, and they're proving it too, for sure.
Just because we hit bottom order, we're comfortable with being up in big situations like we did in the minor leagues. You know, I don't know where else you expect us to hit in this lineup. It's a very powerful lineup, and you know, we just take pride in trying to make it a longer lineup.
Yeah, as good ever. And how about Ryan Goins? Unbelievable play of the night. I love listening to Mike Wilner go nuts for stuff like this.
Mayberry breaks his bat, hits a ground ball up the middle, stopped by Goins, fired to first. You're kidding me. Ryan Goins from the other side of second base. An outstanding play for the first out.
There you go. Jays win 8-0. They're 2 games back. So 2 games back in the AL East. They're a game out in the wild card. And I think what you're looking for now isn't just continued progress. Of course it is. But what you're looking for now is some outside help. I think if they get outside help, you know what it does to that clubhouse? Okay, these guys believe in us, and they're spending some dough, and they're bringing some guys in, and they're making the effort, because we're making the effort on the field. You know what it does to the fan base? You know what it does to the average Jays fan that might buy a ticket to the game? Like, there's 30,000 people out there on Wednesday night last night. I know it's interleague and the Mets are a novelty, but I mean, you know, people are already buying in.
And you talk about how it feels different this year. Even those 2 losses in New York, they could have won those games easily, and they didn't. They just made some bad mistakes.
They beat themselves.
It's never out of a game, and this year just feels differently. I promised myself I wouldn't be drinking the Kool-Aid, but I'm starting to drink the Kool-Aid because I think this team can be a legit playoff team and make some noise. Because as long as you just get in, you never know, because usually when it comes to winning championships and contending, not always the best team wins the World Series. If you get hot at the right time, you can do a hell of a lot of damage. Just get in there for the first time in 22 years.
Yeah, how much can you take out of that, too, when you watch what Kansas City did last year? I mean,
right.
Anything's possible, specifically in this league, and it's so hard. I mean, it is so hard.
The Giants were not the best
playoffs,
and they won.
It's so hard to make the playoffs in the Major Leagues Baseball. And the Jays are not just there, but on the cusp and relevant. And imagine now's the time.
On fire this city would be. 17's independent race.
Yeah, I agree. 7:13, 15 degrees right now, high of 25 showers, thunder showers today. Moving our attention to the Pacific Northwest, this behemoth of a golf course is the controversy stirring